Hello, boys. The lands between we're living in have a lot of problems. This is gonna deal so much fucking damage to them. A lot of problems add up quick, and sometimes it seems that a lot of these problems have no solutions. I regret that. Sometimes, when I look at all those problems together, they all add up to the same thing. Mine's better. That thing in the front of your eyes and the back of your head. Those despicable cretins that we hate to love and love to hate. Okay, maybe I should stop using it. I think it's making me bad at the game, bro. That's right, everybody. That one seemingly unsolvable problem. The problem of gankers. There's not a lot of ways to tilt the tables in your favor. Sure, we can try patience, hard swap Ash of War turn and burn, or just plain sever and block. But I think I found an even better solution. Drop your huge blue balls right on their chin. This build started as a way for me to explore the now twice buffed feet weapons. These are interesting arrivals as of the DLC. Made to introduce a martial arts based weapon moveset into Elden Ring, these ones have some flashy moves, but are a little low in variety. Sure, they have 2 unique Ashes of War, but their moveset, although sped up, is still predictable. And although they made an attempt to increase their viability by buffing poise damage and overall damage, something about them still feels a little bit underpowered. You can't grease them, they have poor range, reactable attacks, and certainly lack the sex appeal of a massive swinging Zweihander. To address the underperformance, I first thought of their damage. I have been a bit resistant to poison buff builds in the past. I see them as overpowered and easy to add on to any build, casting them in a light of build making that I long deemed cheesy and uncreative. But when it comes to ungreasable feet weapons that get 400 AR on their best day, I decided it's time to go full Kindred of Rot shitter mode and buff these babies up. We use the Mushroom Crown, Kindred of Rot Tally, and Poison Hands stacked together to take our magic feet from around 400 AR to a whopping nearly 700 attack rating. This adds up to around 700 damage R2s, massive Palm Blast one-shots, and across the board ridiculous damage at 72 int on our magical feet. Since we can't grease the weapons, it seemed optimal to try them on an elemental build, as suggested by my good friend El Presidente. Elemental damage is still powerful in Elden Ring, and because we don't have much in the form of stat requirements for strength or dex, we were able to tick our int all the way up to the beautiful blue 72! So on top of Magical Feet of Fury, we have highly damaging sorceries to complement our middling melee weapons. DRYLEAF arts aren't as optimal as an Estoc or Halberd as a complement to a spellcasting build, but they're decent at chase downs and have enough damage on the build that they can synergize with their spells to make quite a trippy little build. For my main weapon, I went with Palm Blast Dane's footwork. I find that Dane's R1 chain is a bit better at roll catching than the DRYLEAF art, so I magic infused my fancy feet and went on a face-kicking spree the likes we haven't seen since Cliff Booth whipped Bruce. Palm Blast is one of the most competitive things about the DRYLEAF arts. Not only can you one-shot your fair share of low vigor wonders, but you have a decent hyper armor trade with the first level of charge that can go through great weapons and deal around 400 damage even without the buffs. The hyper armor on Palm Blast is stupid strong, and if you're fully charging it, you can tank just about anything. You might die like this, but sometimes the juice is worth the squeeze if you can off a Phantom because like every move in Elden Ring, the recovery time is insignificant. I have DRYLEAF Whirlwind as a swap as well. This unique Ash of War is good at roll catching people who are rolling around you and has fast startup frames. Although they can buffer a roll to get out of part of the combo, it can deal between 700 and 800 damage if every part of it lands. It's good to mix people up and strip their health before the roll catch chase downs. I don't think the feet weapons are meta by any means. While it's fun to do spin kicks, palm strikes, and live your Hong Kong film fantasies, as with many experimental builds, the thing you end up relying on is rarely the thing you start with. 80 int is optimal. 69 with the banana hat goes harder, but because we have the Mushroom Crown on the build, we went for 72 int. And if you're wondering why we stopped there, the answer is that we are using it to moon people. It's nice to buff our punches and kicks with poison buffs, But it's another thing altogether to buff a one-shot and turn it from a full kill with a question mark into a goddamn guarantee. RELLANA'S Twin Moon was buffed on patch 1.14, with the range of the first two hitboxes expanded. And while the knockback of the second hitbox was reduced, I've never seen someone get hit by the first moon who didn't get comboed by the second. With our full poison buffs up, that ends up being around 1600 damage for both moons, with a third on the way to clean up any cheeky phantoms with 60 vigor. I use Endure so that the first part of the animation comes out clean, and the way people react to this one, I am truly sad that almost nobody who ganks an Elden Ring seems to have actually played through the DLC. If you want a hint of how to dodge it, you're going to have to go get plugged by Renala 50 times while your phantoms sweat and die in a corner and you get one shot by her second phase attack, just like these people here. A one shot, well and good, you might say. So, what do we use it for? The answer to that, my terrible red man, is you use it to spank ganks! There are a lot of high-quality gank spank tools in PvP. While I'm not going to say that this is the clear-cut favorite, on a spell-based build with a lot of intelligence, it's hard to go wrong. It works supremely well in close spaces, gets great damage even without the buffs, and thirsty gankers trade with it like it's one of America's tits in Radahn's desert. I got more double kills with this spell in 3 hours of invading than I've bagged in months with other builds, and while the cheese factor is high, I know you're just as tired of idiotic gankers taking advantage of 3v1s and waves of hunters as I am. So get out there, buddy, and spam those blue balls! We have Gravitational Missile on the build, of course, and my beloved Comet, which still has its fully charged into uncharged true combo for massive damage from range. If anybody ever wants to have a range battle with you, you just show them what's up and spam Comet in their face. We of course have the Slicer into Piercer Roll Catch, one of the most classic spell combos in the entire game. And rounding out our spell set is the ever-useful, ever-pesky Swift Glintstone Shard. I don't want to kill you with this, but I will! Oh, I'm sorry, I have to because you have blues on. Thank you very much for stopping by today and watching the video. If you made it this far and you've enjoyed the content, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I am currently pushing towards 1,000 subscribers, still streaming on Twitch, and still trying to bring amazing new builds to you every time I make a video. Please enjoy this last invasion and witness a toxic gank get truly spanked in real time. Oh my god, he did get me. He sniped me with it. Nice gank. Mine? Kill! Oh,